We are playing some more Tyranny on Store Game Thursday, and this is going to be the last Tyranny stream of the year, so let's have this be a good one, right guys? Also, shout out to It's Blue Rio for being awesome and giving me a follow. It's really appreciated. You're amazing. So, we have Tyranny today, so let's get moving and continuing on. Memory serves, last time what just happened was we said that we liked the Arcana War better than the Arcana Secrets. So, I think he got a little pissed. And has my game crashed already? That is the big question. Wait for the program to respond. Come on. Don't crash. The screen has gone white, so that's no good sign. Oh, we're still capturing though. I've got a cut in my mouth. Is it working or is it crashed? God damn it, Tyranny! Weird connection problem with this game. I don't know why. Yay! It unwiped. So I'm guessing it's loading now? I hope. Yeah. So we said we're going to do the attack with the disfavored and not the other ones. Here we go. He's injured, but he'll be fine. Earthshaker, Iron Walker, Stone Shield, Marcus, Lucia, another Stone Shield, Crescent Runner. Yeah.
Right.
Iron Marshal Eranos. The time is upon us. Iron Marshal Eranos nods at you with a serene smile. We march on Vandrin's wall to show the Tearsmen the price of insurrection. Looks in either direction, surveying the movement of ironclad warriors ready for battle. Kairos' edict will soon come to bear, and we should move once frame by day if you are willing. Use your assistance. We are a tight-knit band, and while we are not outclassed, we are outnumbered. Will you march to battle with us? What of the Scarlet Chorus? Defends us to Violet Karis' peace, but the voice in the rat is a gangrenous limb. Thought a melody that, if tolerated, destroys from within. Shakes her head or again. So yes, the chorus says between us that our goal, I'm certain they will. I'm certain. Says between us that our goal, I'm certain they will, so we will have to drop the line. I'll join you for this battle. You've gained favour with this disfavoured. Let our fight as a righteous one with the force and spirit of the law on our side. Yeah, they're standing in the way, and we're all going to die if not. That's my point. So, yeah, there's still a Graven Ash protects. Returns to retreats.
Faithfinder, always a pleasure. What do you need?
What do you think of those who defy Chaos? Tearsmen can defy either fight or submit to Chaos' peace. Only one of those options captures my interest. I suppose, appreciate when they go down fighting. If they did otherwise, we need to find another excuse to flay them. They need to understand, together we unify the tears under the shared banner of the bottom of the masquerade of Augustus, Yumi, or Kairos. That's an interesting view of Kokos. Pragmatic one, anyway. Scarlet Chorus caught on to the idea of the beginning of the campaign. If no one objects, then we're here to carve a bloody path for gain amusement, that by all accounts it's our purpose. For implications which rage cover that Karis allows the disfavored in the chorus to interpret as they will. The Overlord is concerned with results. I'm happy to focus on the details, especially when it means cutting off a farmer's leg with his family watches the land burn and smiles a pleasing memory. No shame taking pleasure in your work. Oh, building reputation. No, there isn't, Faithfinder. I suspect we are going to make something great together. Line of body stretches as far as our walls. It's going to be beautiful. It looks you a new interest. I gained an ability there? Sweet! I should have done that earlier. Um, what did I just get? Chorus verse. Oh, I got something. Death from above. Launch verse into the air, allowing her to unleash a series of well-aimed arrows that target from above. The arrow strikes true and has armor penetration. Ooh. There's Fury's Rage. Yeah, Verse likes me. Verse is elated by your feisty, chaotic inclinations. Yes! Please be your feisty, chaotic inclinations. Please by your ruthless authority. Appreciate your feisty, chaotic inclinations. Please be your feisty, chaotic inclinations. Good.
You look as if you have something on your mind. What can I do for you?
More than a capable fighter. Trained the spear and shield in my youth, but I gave the day I earned disfavoured iron. Still throw some accuracy, but it's a challenge these days. Perhaps later. Too bad that it's favoured. Iron Legion, the warrior elite of Karis are fighting for. I'm just going to do this before we actually get into any scrapping bits. Don't want to get this done. I could easily lose county hours, exalt your glories. What would you like to know? What would you like to know? What are the other battles? I know he has. Region. What are the other disfavored lieutenants? Graven Ash's most trusted officers and warriors from the Iron Guard. Between Ash's arcane powers of command and his Kadera gifted leaders, there's little confusion or chaos in our ranks. Back to my question about the disfavored. Why are the Legion called the disfavored? That's actually good. Name of shame. Now one in honour. After Graven Ash stood against Kairos, he was forced to give up much. His allegiance, his pride, and the name of his vaunted army. What was the Legion originally called? The name has been forgotten, all save Ash and Kairos is considered bad form to bring up the topic. Since he didn't know any better, I'll say his first. His favourite is the one name which he uses. It's because of something else. That's good to know, actually. Tell me of your time in the Legion. You joined the Legion 3 years before the conquest of the tier began. Thought, though handy with a few weapons, my size may be a perfect addition to a phalanx. I served the stone shields ever since. Proud to say I've stood front row, right corner in over a dozen battles that made my place ever since the Iron Marshal gave me the assignment. Last city to get to Judgment, Bandarin Pass, Octagon's Ring, a quick tour of Barris and Chains, and then Stalwart. I spent a long time in Stalwart. Lost a lot of friends there. Aww. Why didn't the Legion stop that? Biggest question you ought to ask the Scarlet Chorus, the two-word change will ensure locals remain unarmed with full HPs. If I was a conscripted more aggressively, perhaps there would not have been an uprising. Against some major loyalty. Agreed, we have never relied on the chorus to win victories, always recruiting in number and secure our holdings. What more can you tell me? They've made set to the Fire's warriors. We are all volunteers and soldiers by trade, not farmers, fishmongers pressed into service. It's a century of tradition, honour and tactical mastery in our ranks. We wouldn't let just anyone in the Legion owing more of character prowess or welcome. What are the capable Tearsmen? Not recruit even a champion of the Tearsmen. Each soldier in the Legion tied by blood and fealty those who stood grave in Ash during the coming of Kairos. Oh, we are never change. Fair enough. Let's move. Oh. The Grave Ash protects. Please see your words. Yeah, it's just all this stuff still. I really wish I could have some better gear. Some better iron, some better armor would be nice. I've got heavy, but I need a chest plate. Could I have a conversation over there? Come over to side. Oh, where do we go? It's always just light armor. We should get some heavy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lose average favour. I'm not gonna tell them about that. I'm a nice guy. Remember? Dodge. City of Andron's well. In case unreachable scout cores, close off access to the camp where the close reward between the two archons. Yes.
Superior is just ahead of us. You'll know her as the Iron Marshal.
Okay, there she is. She looks badass. Where can I get me one of those swords? You gotta shatter the wall. Oh, it's a mage duel. So they're protecting the wall and they're trying to break it. That's good. Great Binder, come this way, Iron Marshal Woodcutters, with a clattering salute. Enemy left, only a pittance of soldiers to slow our advance. The majority of the warriors are holed up within the citadel and they're trying to lure them out. So we have to bring the fight inside. That wall is where the Earthbreakers are focusing their magic. They cannot afford to be imprecise with their tremor sigils with the spire so close. We need to contend with the defenders' mages if we are to crack the perimeter. Want to cause generalized trouble, or do you have plans for me? Well, the Scarlet Chorus. I'm wondering that myself. We got here first, no prize, given how long it takes to disorganize more to get anywhere. Make no mistake, I'm certain they'll descend upon us too and complicate our dance. The enemy sages are working some sort of protecting badges to keep the wall held together. I need you to silence this resistance. Head east, secure the way of the wall. My troops aren't dressed for scaling. Kill the sages, earthshakers that clear the way on the other side. Gore, Kairos. If you're wounded in battle, come see me. Okay, yeah, I'm one of us is wounded, but should be fine. Oh, hello. Nice.
Send them at me in waves.
Oh, it's over here. You go for that one. This. Deal with it.
Sorry, I can't.
Hey, you won't enjoy this as much
Bag.
as I do.
Interesting.
Can't do that.
I'll hit you twice as hard next time.
On it.
Take me if you can.
Prone. Nice.
On it.
Smashing time. You build on the same lines, me and the
You won't enjoy this as much as I do.
buzzer. Bye.
Right.
Iron greatsword, broken armor. Damn it. I can't look some of these disfavored.
That odd.
Nice.
I am a shield wall unto myself.
As per rest. Interesting.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this. I can't feel my... I got it. Right.
Okay.
Will do.
What is Respite just healing him up?
Grovel before
Oh! You cared not for your flippantry, apparently.
Are you afraid of death, worm? Our time together has not gone to waste.
Oh, he leveled. Sweet. No, bonk.
Sorry, I can't.
Got some loot here.
Much as I hate the prospect of climbing, a foothold could get us into the courtyard.
I got it.
Another great sword. Some more gauntlets. Another helmet. Some broken helmets and some broken armor. He is badly wounded.
Of course.
More broken armor. God damn it. Climbing.
Your days end here.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Okay. We're doing this okay. Bonk.
dead yet.
Tank. Oh yeah, I'll up my skills after this. Oh! Jesus, Barrack. Okay. You've leveled, so what do you want? Fight defensively, gain buzz, armor, catch by twice with his normal strike short time, that's pretty good. Intimidated for about the moves in the roll reduced chance attacking as they engage. I think I'll take that one. With the defensive fighting style. I think go up your accuracy. Give a little bit of armor deflection in there. Kill the courtyard. Kill the Vanguard guard in the courtyard, clear the way for the Earthshakers to destroy the wall. Teach the door. The Archons inform me that we capture the Citadel Vanguard guards, which continues at a pace, but they were to be separately as of diversion tactical intentions. Again, there's no small concern, but I trust now in your efforts. May your good judgment see you through the coming confrontation with glorious success and back to the safety of the court. As always, your words fortify me against imminent difficulties, trying to equally anticipate opportunity or reasonably discuss the overall legal code appeal to great efforts scored in the campaign. There's no use inventing, I don't think. They are technically my superiors. Actually, I don't actually know. I'm assuming they're my superiors. Oh.
Send them out.
Back on him.
Get me in ways.
Will do.
Let's try that again.
He has a lot of armor.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh, Jesus! The fucking hammer of Thor. Nice kill. I just realised something as well. That needs sorting. Better do this. Doof, doof. Save, just in case it crashes or I get wiped out. Steal that first. Cool.
Will do.
Oh! Grovel before me! Damn my eyes!
Hit him with everything!
I got it. that ink? No.
There you go. Is that ink? No. Ooh, a sage's hood. Might be better than my other guys, at least. Quest complete. Earthshakers, use your power! Let's move it in now. Fate Binder, head west to the main courtyard. I'll be right behind you. Fear nothing, for the Legion has your back. I think I was actually wearing the Sage's hood. Okay. Oh, there's the Skull Chorus. Well, I mean, that works. They breached the gate, the chorus have breached the gate, fall back. The Swaven have breached the wall. Stand aside. Ascension Hall has arms all over the take. The fifth eye swings his spear broad out as he roars with his cracking tenor. Withdraw at once before you feel the weight of the 1,000 chorus blades and bludgeons. The student of the family of maggots beat a pack. No sooner would a family of maggots beat a pack of wolves. His favourite commander beckons Scarlet Chorus forward. Come. Do 5 at a time, just to make things fair. So about the edict. Come on, look back at each other's door. The bull's door, they make them break for the other side. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Oh, sweet, you leveled. That saves me a lot of effort, actually. It'll be fine. Yeah, I'm taking that. Lantry, my man. What do you need? I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna increase his health so he stops dying. He now has no negative health.
Yes.
Until they're here, they breach the perimeter, and they keep. Oh, of course. Why do you have a garnet and a topaz in like a barrel of wheat? Please have chest plate. Oh, of course. Okay, big guy. What is that? That's another guard, so she's gonna jump in. An archer. That's a mage. Okay, we need to deal with that.
Not happening.
On it.
Are
Right.
Are you afraid of death, worm?
Bonk.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
Oh, fucking course he's down again. I just increased your health, you idiot.
Did I always have this much blood?
There you go, bro. Should be fine.
Oh, someone stitch me up.
Grovel before me!
Take that.
You got it. Did I always have this much blood?
Fuck. Bonk. Get up. Okay, still nothing? Great. You two need to heal up. Verse, you're doing awesome. You're not quite dying consistently. Which is fine. Let's check a save there. Just to make sure. I've got a feeling we've got a boss fight coming up. So... the last boss fight took me a couple of attempts. Double mages hurts. Ooh. There's things in them.
Send them at me in waves!
That's how it's done. Sorry, I can't.
Let's hit him.
I'm not dead yet.
Oh, it glanced off one.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
I see you.
Crunch. Come on, get him. Vark is a freaking tank. He takes like no damage from anything. It's awesome.
On it.
Hey, over there.
Ooh, hello. What the hell? She's paralyzed by chosen elemental and a healing potion. I'll do that.
Yes.
So you have good perception, I guess. Or at least passable perception. I'm assuming it's perception, right? Or is I just thinking too D&D? That looks important.
I feel terrible. Right.
Pity, you won't enjoy this as
I'm afraid. Apologies, but I can't do that.
We can do this! Oh, someone stitch me up.
Not feeling so great.
So we're doing it. If in doubt, kill the caster.
Oh, someone stitch me up.
Scroll! Ooh, Sigil of Force. That sounds good. Arcane glyphs adorn the scrolls scattered on the table. Penmanship suggests Sage's hand, but written on crude parchment. Oi! Produced in the valley, a collaboration between two normally separate rebel groups. It's important to note, actually. That explains why there's so many mages. Scroll. This is it. Just a piece of paper.
Sorry.
That was all that was in there.
Can't do that.
Hello. And a flower. Did I not open any of these things? Oh. I guess we just don't care.
I'm not here to make friends.
Okay, you on him. We'll shoot that one. You on that one.
No dice.
Sorry, I can't. We should try it again. I think good work.
There we go.
Right. On my command.
Come on, Verse. We got this, girl.
They won't even get close.
Take that!
Right.
Nice.
This weapon is entirely worthless. That's
Will do.
Come on, just crush this fucker already.
Right.
Even Barak's taking damage in this fight. These three, awesome. That guy, shit, apart from the fact he can heal.
Bleed out, you little shit.
See, she agrees.
On it.
Right, you guys have any loot? Are you gonna just keel over and die? Do you have loot? That one has a bow, which I believe we've already checked and it is worse than the one that Verse already has. That was a tough fight. I think it's my terrible generalship, which is definitely part of it. Yeah, defeat the rebel leader. Why does that not surprise me? Okay, let's equip everybody with some stuff that they might need. Verse, I believe I have some potions which would be of great use. sure I had some healing potions. Do I just have all of them? I have 9. She has 1. He has 3. He has 2. Potion, potion, potion. Okay. I can't see. Oh, there they are. Great. Okay. The verse needs a lot of Barak doesn't really need as many just because he's so tanky. She could use a few because she's a bit squishier, I think. Like, I've already got plenty. Barak can take a lot of punishment before he actually dies, so I think we're good with that. I wish I had a better healer. Is there any character? I know there are supposed to be more than just these 4. So. Okay, that's M. Ah, Tarkus Ari. Sage Apprentice. Archer. And an Archer. Ah, okay. Peacebinder, you are the face of our enemy vanguard. Karos works in mysterious ways and deeds. I hope you aren't here to hammer out another truce. We're all out of talk. Where's the love of fight left for you? Before you stands Captain Tarkus Ari, de facto leader of the dwindling Vandrian Guard. Short, sunburned, agitated, even when standing still. Her body is a compact sculpture of muscle and bone. Her face is short on symmetry thanks to the scars and dents that it does in brushes with death. She's a badass, basically. The live will certainly end here in the Ascension Hall. She torches pointing upwards to the ceiling stone arches, somehow supporting the massive weight of the spire red. Consider yourself fortunate some of the fighters will apex met death by duel in this hallowed hall. Truly, there are no fireplaces set up or an intractable feud. What did you hope to gain? It seems your prize is back to dead kinsman. What do you hope to gain? Nothing we haven't already gained. Our pride, our dignity, these things can never be taken from us. He smiles over a distance for a moment. Vandrian Guard can never stand against all of Karis' forces, but we can teach others to resist. Maybe you'll run out of soldiers before we run out of stubbornness, but I doubt it. You already use Karis' currency, you speak the language, military controls a formality. But that's Ari stammers what the that's just their sophistry. Karos speaks our language, not the other way around. Besides, what proves nothing of the common history. Fate Bide would say that Karos is not just one enemy, but a massive force that can reach you even at times of peace. Armies and edicts are just two of the bloody ways Karos can control you. Seems your word amounted to nothing but dead kinsmen. And what did taking Vandria's well cost you? How many disfavoured corpses rusted the valley? How many choirmen fell to our blades? How goes the endless battle of the blade grave when you deal with us here? Any last words as you clutch their side and tell me, are the Archons unified in victory? Are the armies camaraderie over our deaths? I'll stand here as the first of the problems. You've traded your kinsmen to slow everything. How do you know the Archons are feuding? We are hopeless, not witless. Our eyes and ears tell us much. Ari comes from us. I will smile. I will die happy knowing your invasion will grind to a halt as two Archons tear each other to pieces over a title of victor. Perhaps only regret is not living to see which child king will win. Anyway, you had so many chances to surrender. I have orders to make this.
You learn something every day.
Unless I was off it, mine looks at their soldiers, reassuring. For a reassuring glad put them on the other side of your feet. Moves sounds broken while the other thing is dashed for the exit. Coward, substitute, no matter one soldier make no difference. Just as brothers looks back at Caldera soldiers with a solemn nod. It's been a privilege to lead and honor to share your final days. Any last words? Yes, Bruce Villagers. Till the voices are out, we're most thankful for his aid. Not his support. Oh, I leveled! Nice timing! You're not an attribute. I think I'll go with more strength. Actually, no, I want more. I want some parry. Do I actually? So you get a bit of wits. If I get a bit more parry, it'll be a big help. And there we go. And light is there. Which ones do I want? I'm not sure. Add a stun. Or increase crit. Down to 2 melee weapons. I'll basically attach the strike multiple times. Attack from stealth, nah, it's not useful. Strike. Great increases crit. Got brackets a little bit. We'll just target to the air. That'd be pretty funny. Blade wall or concentrate? I'll go with concentrated force. I think the stun will be useful. No weapon under regard to victim here, and the battle of Andrew's will was. Okay.
I am a shield wall unto myself.
He's on fire.
I'll admit that from the record.
Stunned, sundered, stunned.
I got it.
That was beneath me.
Squirrely bastard, aren't you? All right, let's do this.
Ow!
On my command.
For the queen!
Flawless.
Take a big swing.
Fall before me!
Oh, he actually lived.
Damn my eyes.
Will do.
Stun.
that.
Crunch.
Come and feast my iron!
On it.
Ow. Eb, you're supposed to be on my team. She's down.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Crunch. I'm sorry, Eb. I quite liked you.
Will do.
I thought you were pretty awesome. Please don't die, Eb. I quite like you. Drowning?
Pay attention, kid.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh, she is not dead. Thank fuck. Oh, those two aren't dead. Good. There's the scar. There's the remains of the disfavored that were already. New Earth is gnats. We may die, but others follow us up and otherwise carved cups of blood. You've bested the leadership, most impressive. Remind me never to respect your skills or fate. I'm not betraying the alliance. Fuck that. Or to avoid the glory. Gain favour. It's the favoured you should be honoured. You've been with us from the start of tradition of this long quest. The gates of judgment to this very moment of victory. Thank you, Wolfie Bane, for all you have given to the Legion. A major favour. But it's even just his man. Final mad combat is finally ceases at your orders. Remain distracted. Give favour, lost favour under regard. Gained favour of Skull Chorus. May have pox your children. They slip to the body, tremble for injury, fatigue. Lose major favour. Complete burning home we've heard their days and tapers to nothing. Your mind returns to steady quiet, not felt for such proclaiming edict. And capers us all that is be free this edict. Took your chest, warm energy begins to form around you. Before you know it, you feel lighter than air. Master of Ascension. What the hell is happening? My character's going. I'm about to be a demon prince. He'll just go, what the hell just happened? Cool! That was badass! What is happening? I said the magic words! The Mountain Spire. Blink away the last luminous trails your field of vision. The masonry of ascension ore is replaced with wide open space every direction, save for the slab of ancient stone beneath your feet. High winds shove you, pushing you off balance. The air is cool and thin, unsatisfying to your lungs. Is this? Lanchi looks out the horizon, wide outside. Yes, this must be the Mountain Spire. When was the last time? Which is looked over the way. Dumbstruck the vertical plunge. Lanchi backs her at the edge. I think I may need to retch. Suddenly a change. Wind ruffles feather around her hair, bursts quickly smoothing down. Damn cold change. She peers over the edge. You could land her feet if I jumped. No, they won't matter for long. Carries me off for what now? Spins around his feet, looking about, trying to take it as much as he can. Through a narrow visor of his helmet. Poor Barrick. We're like apparently we're in like the dream place, and now he can barely see it. Everywhere you look, mountain visor, distant horizon, rivers and forest. But this way, you trace the area of a bulk water is a region higher than you imagined. It's indeed the pinnacle of the spires up under as well. How did you get all the way up here? Just like another question: how the name of Graven Ash do we get down? I must show up to the edge from a half pace back as she peers downwards. The warriors below must be certain the edict is ended. We should be down there by their side. The edict is gone, we're still standing. If I were a conscript down there, I'd run for it, and thank my good fortune. Draws up what takes a welcoming breath, glances at the ground with less certainty. Enough bloodshed for one day. That much sounds sensible, at least if we understand what just happened, we need to drop anchor for this battle and regroup. One of the chorus, we can't just say I Marshal holds up a hand loading ahead. You are right, we should regroup, save what worries we can. The chorus is better handle when we're at full strength. Say words to Graven Ash that we're successful. Ain't dirty. It was a worthy battle, not the stalwart have I seen such courage, determination. Oh, but the siege need use spans ago. Agreed, we'll be honoured to deliver your auspicious message in person, but the plaza mentioned display object and should have been clear to everyone but Graven Ash. What they were saying. Go to the port and report to Graven Ash. Okay, let her know. I'm not gonna just throw off the cliff. Depending how stable it is, but look closely, you'll see images of such in all the haze. Just trade dice. That is, of course, even if it's not stable by altering the jump, so we should have to lose. Oh, did I notice that portal shimmering glimmer the moment you call his presence? Sure, it takes me back to Ascension Hall, Carl Path, Ash, and another skull. Planet and beach the breastplate. Then the Archer of War by regards, with the Marshal, Kairos. I'll be watching him. I'm gonna salute the Iron Marshal. She fucking earned that. It's like, Graven Ash, you're cool, but salute the Marshal. The Iron Marshal earned that salute. Thank you for being the edge of our blade. We've been short-handed even since we took the Gates of Judgment, and these Oathbreakers fight well above their station. Without you in my vanguard would have been a bloodier day. No telling what would seize the essential time. Vantage's wall is at yours. Hold the glory of Tyranny. It would be wise for us to place court held lands between us and the enemy. That way the chorus cannot fortify around us without giving offence to the Archon of Justice. Narat's treachery means war. I trust we're able to rely on your continued support of the coming trials. Note my very definition as an enemy of the Overlord. I didn't just resist, I led others to resistance. So I know what's going to happen, but I know when I'm matched like most folk, I'll do whatever it takes to live. If you show me mercy, I pray well out to you, good fate binder. You pass one, you lower the gaze. I know I'm an Oathbreaker, so it is what it used to be. But I promise, if you spare me, I will serve you well. I'm gonna serve you well, and all can be forgiven. If you have my fealty, it is yours. I of the Tycast is hereby pledge my life and loyalty to Wolfie Baines. Dips in full bow. I will serve and obey so long as you have need or want of my skills.
I will return to our holdfast at once.
Oh, the Tycast was still okay. London's wall has fallen for the second time since the conquest began. Karas's armies take the still from its defenders. With your help, London's guard rebellion has been crushed. Acclaim Ascension Hall with your disfavored allies, satisfying the terms of Karas's baleful edict. You have the force of Karos to be free from the Overlord's death sentence. With the threat of execution no longer overhead, the Overlord's armies turn the attention away from the Citadel and towards each other. Tensions flared, long siege reached an explosion crescendo as the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus armies clashed iron and bronze in a hasty, disorganized battle. The forces were cut down, the voices of the Rat's officers escaped the stone sea, leaving the conscripts' army to carry on their battle against the disfavored. Aftermath, the disfavored broke camp and withdrew to the fortress of the Blade's Grave, there to regroup and prepare for the extended campaign against the Scarlet Chorus. Having taken Vangeance War for yourself, Archon, Grave and Ash recognize your lawful claim to rule and occupy the spire. Good! I like that, I like him. As days passed, the wounded and injured were nursed to health. You explored your strange bastion, planned your next steps with careful deliberation. So when spreads the Scarlet Chorus in favour turn each other, factions once resolved to bend the knee are inspired instead to continue fighting. Archon's furious herald the collapse of Karas's offensive. God damn it! Tyranny Archon just observes the chaos and discord spreading across the land. Archon summons his fate binder to return the court bastard city to report on his actions in Vandarin as well. Well, we're going to see my fate, my Archon now. Civil War, what a shame it is to send to this. Archon Ash will want to meet and discuss the next steps. Best you regroup at Iron Hearth, gather your strength to regroup, but don't leave the Archon waiting. Send Ash my regards, the General has done much for me. I wish he was there to see this. Game, I will join Archon at Iron Hearth after I turn on. That would be best. 6 ahead looks at this bad. It's not enough that you're fighting 2 wars, now I have to solve this puzzle. Don't envy your position, see you at Iron Hearth. I like her. She's pretty badass. Ah. Energy aspire falters. Enforce work with powers that reside in guts and fades. Fate humbles scriptures of death. That's odd. The point a moment ago, but it vanished. I don't know what happened. This is all new to me. Look around for a solution. Curious forces builds volume and destroy your attention. Why did everyone level? Oh, it must be her, actually. Stand together, stand tall. Oh, I got its favor ability. Sweet. Ebb. Okay. So what are you? Okay, you're a weird character, actually. You acquired Mountain Spire. So what the hell is she built for? I was about to say, I thought she was just a spellcaster, but maybe not. Sizer G. Freezing, only Ebb can equip this. Only Ebb can equip this. Deflection, disengage, defense. Okay, so it is light. She's a light armored person. Yeah, I like that it's actually custom for her. That's pretty nice. Oh, Magician's Mantle, that's actually that. I think she wants cloth armor. This is better than hers, so. And that's better than hers. So, I think we're good here. Actually, I like her. I quite like her without the helmet on. I think she looks kind of awesome like that. Like mega white hair. Power 400. So you. What are your abilities actually as well? That's a good point. Tidal. Powerful jet of water strikes nearby target. Stocks them back. Grief light. Change rival. Combats to hit lanes. That was very cool in the thing, so I think I'll grab that. When enemies are cone trigger explosion grave light energy. They are king damage. That seems good. Perfect. Yeah, that's running back down. Crush. Fish spot elements. Juice. Good water surround target head in and slowly drown. We'll do a frost damage. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Well, party Ebony allies get much penetration law spells, magic staves, move it away, control grave light skill, good damage night. Wait, what? that. Where's the magic defense? I think afflictions are probably pretty good. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so up that. Let's up that. She seems to be like the DPS mage, so let's give her reduced cooldowns and stuff like that. You're fine versus awesome, and I am badass. A close inspection, series of symbols carved around the base of the structure comes into view. One symbol pulses with blue-white glow. Pattern resembles glowing lines seen in ascension hormones before you find yourself transported above the clouds. I'll stare at the symbol, chill of wind abates, your chest falls with warmth, finally feels welcome. Stick your climb up to the tower, everything in it, whatever that sculpture is, it belongs to you. You'll power through running through this place. Words! I can feel power running through this place. Ed surveys the surroundings, her gaze swoops to the objects at the centre. You can sense the magic of the spire, even from down below, but up here, the close, the axis of the spire, the deluge energy is numbing. Feel dizzy. Do you feel dizzy? Manages to massage the private eye, but clear how to grind your iron axis across the spots. What is this thing? Is this thing? Voice from up there, it sounds like a song. Scriptures once again still. There's a rush warmth through your body, a jolt of innovation steadies your balance, a barrage of tactile sensation floods your mind as you feel footsteps and wind put onto your face or your limbs. A moment later, your flood of information begins to make sense. You are feeling the wind against the spire, even the weight of your own feet. Okay. So this is like some sort of sentient building? I guess, case made, your awareness pulls from this place, not just a traveller, but as one glimpses the world that can possibly far away. For a moment, there is nothing you cannot see. In a flood of sensation and discomfort. The spire is a crossing of an ancient stone structure, two walls extending off the distance. At the base of the eternal spire, settlers and merchants act as every way unconcerned, toiling under observation of unforgiving taskmasters. The shadow of the spire falls over them, the mood changes, the settlers pause in shared unease and look up to the sky towards you. Though you haven't seen it in person, you're certain this vision of Lake Things Crossing, for nowhere else in the tribesmen brave or desperate enough to settle at the intersection of bane-ridden old walls. A settlement built joining into the city with a breach in a massive masonry, a cleft to the forbidden edge of the old walls. Shadows envelop you, meeting all sound, vision, slight delay. There is a feeling of version of wrongness, whatever arcane power allows you to drift free, your body seems to falter in this place. Figures halt the stone walls, drifting emanations of cloud claw and fang, they pay you no heed, but you fear them all the same. In the depths of this forbidden place, the deepest chamber is bathed in light, an arcane symbol illuminates the floor. Details hurt your eyes when you focus. Gentle tug, the focus pulls back to the new horizon, though it takes you a moment to recognise that Bantering as well. Return the awareness to the immediate surroundings, the effect leaves you unsteady and if you drift close to the spire. The spire feels similar to the one you now occupy, though instead of radiant arcane life, a mix of dust, crumbling stone, a branch withered once pulled from its tree, reaches for you with a barely perceptible tug. The link between you and the spire recedes, the arcane bond is still present, but the magical enemies for a moment are quiet. The body flooded with excitement and fatigue is unclear whether the mystic connection strengthening you or siphoning. Towers offer nothing more by way of answer, and you know that asking would only yield more silence and mystery. Deluge of sensations over, positions of the other spires still linger in your mind. From the vantage point atop the mountain spire, you can easily spot mysterious structures, each of them rising high above their distant surroundings. Oh, and Vast leveled up. Sweet! Strange, because the fingers draw a quick sigil in the end and studies how it fades. The magic of this place responds to you. The portal, the braziers, it all grows more vibrant when you approach. Before we get ahead of ourselves, it's worth remembering you ended Karis' edict. That's no small feat. Maybe your connection to this place is related. Either way, sounds like something more arcane-minded to investigate. Be sure to see me when your audience return after your audience return on. Can't let the Skorok cause gain holding the tears together. We will wipe them from the land. Come to me as soon as you can, Fatebinder. We have a lot of work to do. That's leveled. Ooh, Red Geyser adds bonus damage to your next attack, equal 50% of the damage received from attackers. Why did you have Red Geyser? Go digger. Gonna split top position with the enemy and stabs for each of the weapons. Increases weapon damage while dual wielding, seems good. Quick range from engage here. Ooh, that one seems nice. Lethal opening seems really good. Oh, but that seems good as well. Damn it! Let's take that for now. Defensive bonus first. It will just outright increase their damage with that. Is there no dodge? Which one is dodge? More health, I think, actually. She's getting hurt pretty bad. During which she returned to his court in the bastard city. Bantering guard, massive fear, unnerving presence, valid weapons, all nearby areas pay penalty to accuracy. Oh, is that a passive? Yes! Nice! I'm scary. What's this one? Champion Valor, gain bonus hit position. That seems nice. Ooh. Phantom Bolt. And Electric Jolt. It's an illusion and a sign of force. Expressions. I don't have an expression, do I? Damn it. Do I have a spell? Oh, I have one of these though. Focused Intent. Spectral Blur. Oh yeah, it's one of those ones again. I'll assign that to you. A support ability for you. You're a Blasty Mage, but you're getting a little support boost. Disfavored. I have Santika Centaur. All party members get bonus resolve. Sweet. Undying Fate Binder. That'd be nice as well, but they quite like me, so. Ebb. Brothers Embrace. Ebb and the party are lifted into the sky. They'd ready to move like healing hours and having. Oh, there! She does have a big support ability. And that one is Heart of the Storm. And these Fate Binds weapon will ability to channel lightning through it, with the effect remains Fate Bind attached with a powerful explosion. Damn. But I think this one's really good. A big AoE heal is actually something I've been missing. Oh! What? Okay. The ancient device perched up the mountain adventures world, project forgotten age, unclear function once had, but used again invested in inspire, good personal skills. Okay. Swordbreaker. To travel the mysterious device. Okay. I've just realised I've left my Skype on. There we go. Lantry! Hello, buddy.
At least in theory, I'm supposed to be observing history and not getting myself wrapped into it. All the same, this is the thrill of a lifetime. Rarely does one stand so close to monumental moments in the making. If given the choice between a multifaceted hive mind of history and a surly old soldier, General Grumps is the wiser choice. It's patently obvious which Archon is truly loyal to Kairos. So, I must ask, are you planning on taking sides in the Civil War? Or do you have other plans?
The servant of the Archon of Justice, I guess.
Dutifully spoken. It is Tunon's duty to arbitrate matters between the Archons, so this rift between Ash and Narat certainly falls under his jurisdiction. And here you are, thrust in the middle of the dispute. No doubt the mighty adjudicator will be relying heavily on you to get to the truth of the matter. Whatever you do next, consider that many eyes will be upon you, for you have both delivered and taken away the Overlord's edicts, and few will know how to make sense of the latter. You are an exception the Archons cannot afford to ignore. They will likely aim to control or destroy you.
You know, the edict's been broken before.
Most of Kairos' edicts were either worded to end in a manner of the Overlord's choosing, or the edicts have simply continued in perpetuity. That's not to say there haven't been stories of broken edicts. They're just uncommon. The oldest is, I think, Goldbrave and the Edict of Sorrows, and that tale dates back to around the year 110. Aside from you, the most recent was the Edict of Twisting Grasses, back in 380. In all these stories, Kairos' edict very clearly gives its victim a single way to escape, and someone manages it. What's never happened is the pure abatement of an edict, like using a spell of warding or cancellation.
Note. Okay. Yeah, why has she got Red Geyser? Would she not have the dodge anymore? Oh, it's because I'm standing here, then we've all got that. Mighty stance, phalanx stance, what do you have? Spire rest bonus, and just stand to the side together. Let's talk to you, actually.
Salutations, Fatebinder. Or should I now call you Lord of Vendrian's Well? The Spire King? Prince of the Digestive Vertical Slab.
Oh, my name will suffice.
So if I might ask, what is your plan now? The edict no longer looms overhead, and Kairos' conquest of the Tears seems to be slipping. What with the armies in civil war?
First order of business, I should speak with Tyranny and provide any suggestions. Try to destroy the Scarlet Courts, favor the Scarlet Courts, all the other will fall. Crush the main position of complete conquest. Now you are concerned. Speak with Turtle.
I would counsel you to do just that. I'm sure the events of Vendrian's Well are best explained from your mouth to Tunon's ears. Furthermore, I'd guess the Archon of Justice would want to know your take on the Archons and their divide.
I'm improvising your suggestions.
My first suggestion would be to build a boat. Something durable, and take our chances on the high seas far from Kairos. I have a second and more practical suggestion. Look to the horizon and slightly up. By that I mean the other spires. We should see what's atop the others. Otherwise someone else might look first.
But you've heard of all those awakening
Queens
spires.
and kings of past ages have claimed the spires in the sense of, hey look, I put up a scaffold and hung a banner 1/10 of the height of a spire. But that's nowhere near the same thing.
I like her!
So I say, let's see if the other spires react to you the same way this one does. If we don't, I'll take that as your way of saying you suffer from debilitating acrophobia. Well, short of Tunon giving you orders on pain of death, you have the luxury of acting on your own volition. Though the Scarlet Chorus are likely to come for you.
Yeah, most likely.
Whatever you decide, I'm at your disposal.
Try to get the dishes. Your assistance was most helpful. Thanks.
And I am thankful to not be a bloody pile of iron in Vendrian's Well. Life under your banner will, I'm sure, prove most interesting.
Okay. Let's speak to Verse next and we'll speak to
So,
Barclass.
the Scarlet Chorus and Disfavored are at each other's throats. Can't say I didn't see that coming, but the Archons might have waited until one war was over before they started another.
I really like Verse.
Fighting with the Disfavored. Not the call I would have made, but I'm sure you have your reasons. If you like iron weapons or something about that purple uniform excites you, then be my guest. Who can say? War is all about compromising your morals, deciding who lives and dies. What seems like a mistake turns into your greatest call down the road. Let me make one thing clear, just so that there aren't any misunderstandings. You support Graven Ash, and I couldn't care less. I'm here because you've done what none of the Archons could. Not even the voices of Nerat would fault me that. He's also a complete bastard, and I wouldn't want to miss an opportunity to stab him in the gut and take control of his army. So, there's that. I'll say this much. Our time together is anything but dull. My blades are yours for as long as you'll have me.
Yay.
What do you need?
Neither of you know, dude. Let's discuss.
You've just got to know, don't you?
Okay,
I suppose there's no point in hiding it. Barrack and I are...
that explains a lot.
Little else. I try not to think too much about some northern merchant dropping anchor in my mother's port, but it happened. And the fortunate result stands proudly before you.
How'd you come to... Where of this?
There were a lot of lazy days during the conquest, and among other things, I spent my off hours using messenger birds as target practice. You should have seen Ash's anger when he heard that was going on. One day, I snagged a bird that flew from the hands of a proud northern daddy. The missive was about the goings-on at the family farm. I recognized the name and handwriting from a note in my mother's belongings. There weren't too many people named Barrack in the army, so tracking him down was no challenge. I cornered him in camp, and we shared a few heated words. Some blackmail, even.
She tried to extort rings from me, and I was having none of it. Not even Graven Ash would think less of me for our father's indiscretion.
I like your confidence, but my ring belt is feeling a little light these days. Maybe you want to take me up on that offer, or I can start whispering in disfavored ears. Think about it.
How do you even like each other?
I've tried to get along with that ironclad knowledge, but it would seem he's having none of it. Good riddance, then. The war's tossed us together, but nothing says we have to keep that going. The most we do for each other is try not to get the other one killed, which is more than you can say for most disfavored in Scarlet Chorus.
How's that affected you?
Verse has a nasty habit of jabbering in my ear and making this war intolerable. I plan on parting ways and returning to the north at first convenience. My father will answer for his infidelity. Beyond that, I am happy to consider myself in every way unaffected. My superiors once accused me of having an impulsive streak, but I have worked to suppress it at every turn.
When you go back home, send Father my fondest greetings and thanks. If he hadn't land on my mother's dry dock, I might not be here today.
My heritage was a point of pride and distinction before I met you, Verse. Not that you would care.
It is significant,
I've
but...
asked myself about that several times, but unfortunately I don't have what you'd call a definitive answer. The Northerners put a lot of meaning behind family and blood. Seems arbitrary to me, but I don't want to discredit it entirely. There have been times when I acted strangely on the battlefield and could find no reason why, or gotten distracted and had thoughts I couldn't explain. I suppose there's no telling for sure, but if I had to guess... Yeah. Sometimes I get messed up in my head, and learning I had a brother has helped me understand that better.
Aww. You must.
What do you need?
Either of you notice you fight particularly well
The
together.
thought has crossed my mind from time to time. During the many battles of the conquest, we found ourselves standing back to back with enemies on all sides on more than one occasion.
The big guy here is as useless as an empty scabbard without his phalanx to keep him alive, but I move fast enough to compensate for it. And it's nice having a living wall of rusted iron I can use for cover.
Yeah. You think it's because of your shared heritage?
If you want to attach some arcane meaning to the whole thing, yes. I couldn't tell you for sure. I doubt that a capable tactician could explain why certain soldiers learn to rely on each other.
In the disfavored ranks, the Oathbound seem to know more about synchronizing their efforts, and the same could be argued for the Scarlet Furies. I don't know how they pair up their units, but it isn't by virtue of blood.
I think this is possible.
I would suggest that our fighting styles complement each other, but they do not. I would suggest that we get along. but we do not. We don't even finish each other's
Sentences. Okay, that was strange. Did you hear that? The next time I catch a whiff of Barrick's meaning, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
How did you trade together?
Absolutely not. Our fighting styles are incompatible, and any disfavored lieutenant will tell you not to join at the hip soldiers who can't stomach each other.
I'm inclined to agree. If you want to pair up fighters, there has to be some great passion or magnetism between them. We don't have it.
Well, everybody you're up to the challenge, so I won't force them out.
A valiant attempt, but I'm not as easily swayed by your courtly tongue.
Neither am I. At least, not in this context.
Why'd you give it a shot?
Oh, damn it. I can think of 100 reasons.
I think Verse just went,
This
if
will
you
serve
want.
the war effort. I can swallow my pride. Verse, if you even try to cut my head off, we're finished.
I make no promises. Tricky idea, Fatebinder. Old Ironclad and I might not stand each other, but maybe a few sparring sessions and a battle or two will be good for us. Barrick, shall we get started?
Oh, they're getting a new combo ability. What is it? Arrow Storm. Verse fires several arrows onto Barrick's armor. When the last arrow strikes, Barrick roars and the arrows burst out, striking enemies nearby. That seems pretty cool, actually. That could be very useful. And is that only once per rest? Yeah. Okay, what do you have? Terratus Embrace, Light of the Grave. Glow of Grave Light energy for Ooh. And that's just a blast, that's a shield, that's lightning. That's the bouncing bolt. Is there anything else I have to say for Verse?
At your service, Fatebinder.
Bows that.
What do you need?
We'll talk again later. Okay, for you, let's have a chat.
And so, civil war divides the armies of mighty Kairos. The reckoning that comes of this failure will be great indeed. We find ourselves in the darkest times. Brothers and sisters who fought for a similar cause now skewer each other over blighted lands in the favor of distant powers.
What you've done?
Backing the disfavored is the only logical choice. Graven Ash is the only Archon worthy of your confidence, and you were wise to recognize as much. Naturally, I would have done the same. Whatever others might say about what happened in Vendrian's Well, you acted from instinct. I can't help but respect that.
Cool. I have some questions.
What
for
can I
you.
do for you?
It's just the same thing.
The thought has crossed my...
The big guy here is as useless as an empty scabbard without his phalanx to keep him alive, but...
Okay, that's just his end.
My Lord Binder, you have something which requires my attention? What can I do for you?
Cool. Yep, got everything I need from there. Oh, Iron Storm actually got that ability. What does that actually do? Swords and javelins emerge from Barrick's armor and fly to a cloud of iron above the fate bind these weapons to rain. Oh, okay, so I've got another combo attack with them. Oh, it's because that was his other ability, wasn't it? Arc. Put there for now.
Will do.
Let's just have a look around here, but I think I should be good to just move along. think I'm good. Okay. I'm assuming we just want to go to Ascension Hall. Teleport from Manchester 500 Hall to Ascension Hall. Instantly teleport. Wow. Okay. Oh, actually, let's check. I didn't actually have a chance to look around this room. This is a nice room. Stone throne caked with solid layer of dust known as sacrifice for quite some time. Doesn't appear to be anything particularly noteworthy in this room, so please let there be a guy who has iron chest armor that I can have, please. I'll take bronze. I'll be happy with that. Ooh, hello. Locked iron gauntlet. This old book is fragile, hard to read, with illegible plans for the locked iron gauntlet, which could be accessed by materials. So is it... Okay. Editor of Storms, Editor around the Stalwart, the Zoo, Pride and Arrogance, Stone which peace and order shall be ground beneath the stars of their land, but causes on board could embrace the chaos of war and defiance for order, be broken, storms will rage, let our storm rage to the last blade be broken, the land which falls. Edict of Fire, I will proclaim Edict of Citadel from the distant lands. The most solemn duty to protect citizens of Empire from all dangers, including danger of knowledge, is forbidden letters. Burning arrogance will tire the war and consume their wrath. Therefore let the fires of traitors rise up and consume them for long as this forbidden knowledge lies from the heart of them citadel. Okay, none there. No edict. Give so. Last year conquest, Archon Cairn rebelled against the overlord's rule. Edict was proclaimed from the Azure. Preserve our peace, the promised safety of our citizens. All Archons must submit to our will. Any Archon who refuses proper submission must be brought to justice. Therefore, let the foundation of Azure be shattered in life, drained from the land of the traitor card rules of Bura. Cool.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Hello. That's almost like secret food stash. Oh, they put more stuff in there. Nice. Please have iron chest up. Damn it.
Sorry.
So we now rule. Sweet. Oh, there's a thingy over here. Ah, what rack? With armor on it, please. Come on. Oh, a spear. Bronze great spear. Lower DPS, more recovery, more range. Eh. I'm quite happy with my. Oh, sweet! It's got my banners. That's pretty awesome.
Sorry, I can't.
I'm on it.
More things?
Right.
I don't even know where I've got to go now. Oh, wow. Cacophony, burn. Okay, so I can go to all these. Well, I've got to go to the Bastard City, haven't I, so... Turan's court. The Bastard City fell to Karazumi's Turan, the Adjudicator. Archon of Justice claimed the powers of his own. Now Turan's court serves as the centre of law and governance for the Tiers. Let's go there. I think that's a priority. That should be a priority. We'll go to the Spire next. Yeah, we're not gonna get ambushed on the way. Oh, that person's flying. Okay, let's see what we can do. Report to turn on. Garrus's peace is kind of those who bend the knee. Never see Turon touch the ground, wonders where he sleeps, if he sleeps. So he can fly, basically. Lady Lucretius, well-dressed old woman stands apart from the milling crowds and goes, "Oh, greetings, was a smile. Andrew Lucretius, formerly of Thistleholm." Looks at, you look at someone who belongs here. Fate by no doubt, she nods. Lucretius do something in there? What are these nobles doing in Turon's court? She smirks, shakes her head. Try to look brave, a warrant. As you crane an ear to any of the conversations, you hear a different tale. 3 years since Turon set up shop in Bassett City. We're still getting used to our new master and figured out what we can. How's it fared? They're smart, ring plenty folk. The way they approach Turon, you'd think they were raised under a tyrant's lash. Some come to settle a grievance, others have pledged fealty. I've been staying around long enough to know that adjudicator doesn't care for empty gestures. How's the Bastard City fared since the conquest? Karras' forces took the city as we expect them to, without mercy or restraint. The Skullcrows spilled more blood than we had to give. Now tighten our belts, one of the armies replenished their supplies from our farms and caravans. After our surrender, Turon was kind enough to order grain hauled from the north. That earned it a lot of favour. Way through to the heart of the people, it's through the gut. Through its stomach. What brings a noble like yourself? Frank cracked up a like the rest of the frightened embraces here. I came to see Turon asking right or wrong. My manor was destroyed during conquest. Told the adjudicator my woes, but you didn't exactly see eye to eye. I'm the daughter of a noble house. We were wealthy enough to live in the city, but our means beyond that were limited. Mother dealt a fish, textiles, and bronze. By the time I inherited the business, was taking care of itself. Karras laws of quota share regulates trade with goods from its permits are issued to some merchants on an annual basis, but their allowance circulate by design known only to Karras and Turon. A former wool peddler may be restricted to selling only copper and silver in the trade. That's right. Of course it all changed. This law was no more. My name was none of its former weight. Even this started business. Karras laws with staff with trading rights. Perhaps it's better this way. This alone. Great side effect, sir. It was my family's ancestral hall. The oldest stones dated back to the years when Bassett City was naught but a dozen roofs and a wagon quested for one. Compared to the houses of the great lords, there was nothing special. Age softened the wood, and queer placement of the warehouse district sits apart from the finer grounds where lords and ladies strolled for amusement. It was a mess, but our mess all the same. You were invited for tea, something stronger even, but it would only disappoint. Oh dear, but a gaping hole. What happened? A lot of damage happened when the adjudicator cast his judgment on Bassett City. He destroyed the districts of corrupt merchant kings, their manors, and carrying houses, and yes, their warehouses agitated the slow class in the massive sinkhole in the foundation. May have been perfect for Karras' standards, but my family followed them with may not have been perfect for them with respect, never took a copper ring more than we deserved. Can't help but feel my estate was not the criminal Turon had in mind during this sentence. What are you going to do next? Well, that's the question, isn't it? Really, to the adjudicator, I think he would see reason after considering by case rule. At 8 seconds, he awarded me a belt of rings and a plot of land outside the city. Tyranny told me to build a new and start farming. Farming! Can you believe that? Not even though I'm opposed to the labour, but we're in war. God knows what else. Word made so the masses, not the individual. Stop worrying, take your rings, just stone. Cause a dog. That's not going to use that. So the masses, not the individual. I can appreciate that, especially when there's suffering, corruption on a grand scale. Makes sense of parchment, doesn't it? Is that we're going to use? Well, smart ring savvy merchants, but even I can't accept Turon's justice with Karras' laws. There's something wrong about it all. Maybe Turon knows something I don't, or maybe. What do you mean? Come for justice usually get a version of it. This Tyrann's version, not theirs. Half the time, they don't even want to get what they wanted out of ruling in their favour. Deed to a farm, for instance. Tyrann's, not... Oh wait. Not to put my own ignorance on display, but if more people knew how Karos' laws work, they might not come here seeking a ruling at all, even a fair one. Tyranny is a servant of law, but he's the overlord's vassal as much as any of us. Sometimes it seems like he uses his position to twist everything in the Empire's favour. His peace is on a board, he can move where the law justifies me stand. That doesn't sound well legal. Karos defines law that doesn't impose his question, gain favour. Tyranny doesn't want to change his mind. As far as it might seem, the ruling stands. Should know better than speak ill-adjudicated in my presence. Got endeavoured to bring true justice to tears. Fascinating. I was a grateful one. I'm not going to do that. Here's what to change his mind. I'm very much to see the ruling stands. I never thought to dispute the ruling, but I appreciate the courage of your tone all the same. It is an uncommon thing to find in the Bastard City these days. That will fade by, be well. I'm trying to be the nice guy. I'm trying, at least.
Yes.
Ah, disfavored of Scarlet Chorus. Always appreciated. Hey, turn on, buddy. Boss.
You call yourselves officers of Kairos' army, but your conduct falls short of my expectations. The court finds your accounts of Vendrian's well lacking, rife with misdirection and fallacy, foul with baseless accusation.
The shadows beneath Tyrannon's cloak darken, flare on, and murmurs that he is up from the court. Your Honour, I've relayed the events as I experienced them. You can well imagine my version conflicts with this. She makes dismissive gestures as Skullcro's representative. Albatronus, that's a badass name. On my honour, and that of the great general, I'd sooner snap my sword than perjure myself before you, Archon. Oh, so you do imply falsehood comes easier to my lips than yours. Your fool does believe the Archon just as much see through your lies. Because the Seven think themselves better than ours. Gang. Blood mulch.
Silence. The contradictions in your statements will be examined, and falsities threshed from truths. If we find you have perjured yourselves, Blood and Mark will see to your fate.
Blood and Mark carries his knife in the shadows and see him drop a poisonful silver's will. Eternally adjudicators, simply capacity is the final word. Okay, so it's the executioner basically. Turns, feel the gates point.
Fatebinder, we will start with the matter of the Archons. Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat have declared war upon each other. In addition to violating Kairos' peace, they have thrown the conquest of the Tears into disarray. By all accounts, these hostilities began shortly after your arrival. Tell us what transpired.
Different minds at the start of this war. The Archons could not see who should lead the siege and descended accusations of treachery. It seemed a mutual spat. For more deserving of the honour, our tactics training outmatched Vanguard at every turn. As Balderdash, this favoured couldn't trip over a straw hat if they still weak and strategized. Your howling mob was better equipped to overwhelm the Vanguard. Howling mob better equipped to overwhelm the Vanguard. Our recruits were ready to throw themselves at the enemy if only Ash's legion was agreed to the
The
plan.
Fatebinder presents testimony. I warned you both against speaking out in turn. Something more than a mere disagreement unraveled this campaign. But I will return to that in time. Let us speak of Ascension Hall. The disfavored sing your praises across the realm, though the Scarlet Chorus appealed for charges of treason. Perhaps you can offer a more enlightened account.
The Crimson Citadel with a small unit is favoured.
An efficient solution. The type I would expect from a capable agent. Tell me, though, with the edict looming overhead and death the price of failure, why not employ the numerical advantage of the Scarlet Chorus?
The siege called for tactics applied, not raw numbers. Offers in silent showing trail over his robes.
I will consider this testimony at length. The court thanks you for it. Is there anything you wish to add at this time?
I have told you all that I know.
Your testimony is accepted by the court. The statements of our guests raise questions in my mind. There is much about this campaign that has caused me to wonder. A shipment of iron weapons was short on arrival. Where coveted iron is concerned, I don't believe it to be a clerical error. One of my agents recovered this seal in Echo Call. It belongs to a merchant collective. Lethian's Crossing is teeming with their kind. If you would root out treachery, I would advise starting there.
Okay.
Petitioners, leave us. I would have a private audience with the Fatebinder. Ascend and join me. You will find the way open.
Sweet. Should we turn on private? Is he gonna have a row at me? Am I gonna get told off by Dad?
This civil war, this feud, is an insult to Kairos' peace. It should not have taken the better part of a year to silence the last vestiges of the Oathbreakers.
I agree.
Our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage, and to execute the agents of disorder. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's
Aye,
primary
sir!
focus. Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined in close detail. You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the Tiers.
Could they both be guilty?
It's possible, but the momentum of the conquest up to this point suggests otherwise. The failure at Vendrian's Well implies a coordinated will behind the chaos. As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name. But you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and manipulation. Suffer not such obstructions of justice. The disfavored seem the logical first step in your inquiry. The Legion holds you in some esteem, and Graven Ash has shown deference to the court in times past. No doubt the disfavored will be rife with accusations and evidence against the voices of Nerat. Graven Ash is a noble man, but never underestimate his capacity for deception. A wise general succeeds by knowing when to be unreadable to the enemy. You should, of course, speak with the Scarlet Chorus and gather their testimony. But it stands to reason that most in the chorus would sooner brag about a pauldron fashioned from your skull than entertain your questions. Do not regret killing the rabble that impede your investigation. They are easily replaced.
I will speak to the Archon of War.
Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters of the court if you need further counsel.
Okay.
Though the disfavored were triumphant in the Blade Grave, I understand that their troubles within the region are unfinished. Talk to the disfavored commanders serving in the Blade Grave. Perhaps they can shine some light on the origins of this feud.
Okay.
There is a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic.
Though it's impossible to gauge in his expression, Tyranny seems more aware than usual. What does this concern you? What concerns the court, Your Honor?
In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. You proclaimed an Edict of Kairos, resolved its demanding conditions, and ascended the mountain spire.
In 2 days!
Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3.
I am privileged position to accomplish incredible deeds.
It pleases me that you grasp your role, as long as you temper it with a sense of duty. Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local tiersmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to its fullest
Okay.
potential. You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any title. Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses of Vendrians, well, I would encourage you to do so again.
Great deeds will define me.
You begin to understand. Whether your acts are favorable or heinous, it falls to you to bring greatness to this campaign.
Sweet.
You are dismissed. Should the court
Bang!
have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the tears in Kairos' name.
Tyranny raps his gavel against the floor, the singing notes resound through the hall. Sweet. Everyone leveled. Everyone got a lot of XP. No one leveled, but they got a lot of experience. Tyrannon's a badass. Evidence against Grange, evidence against the voice of the rat. Speak with Tyrann privately. Complete. We have probably not really got enough time to do anything else. I think that's also a pretty decent stopping point. So yeah, that was the last Tyranny stream of the year. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun this episode. Did the siege, finally met Tyrannon, my boss. Got a new follower, had to replace an old follower, got my giant fortress under my control, I guess. There's a lot of things happened this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. This is the last one of this game this year, but I will be doing most likely only 2 more. I've got planned to do a stream on Tuesday next week. There will not be a stream Monday next week, I will say. I'm taking Christmas Day off. Tuesday there's probably going to be a stream, but no guarantee. I plan to do a stream on Tuesday, but there's no guarantee. I'll be really on the clock on that day, so I might not get time. If it is, apologies. There will definitely be a stream on Wednesday, though. I will promise. We'll close the year out with heroes. So to every single person who is here, who is watching me, who has joined this year, who has joined Follow Me this year, every single one of you, I adore you all. You are the best. This means a lot to me that you guys follow me and actually enjoy my content a bit. Even if it's just to remind a bit of entertainment, it means a lot. And I hope to keep doing this for as long as I can and just make it a thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys around. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to every single one of you. Go have fun. Go have a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic time. And just keep playing video games and being awesome. See you guys around. Have fun.